We'll discuss the principle of organization. Principles of organization. This is the slide. Uh, all the points we have given in one or two slides. Principle of objective. The enterprise must have common goal. That means any organization will have a goal and they are working in that direction. So objectives. You have a goal. Your family has a goal. Your school has a goal. Any company has a goal, either to make profit or to give a school. What is the goal a school has? To provide good education, whatever. Your family, whatever the goal your family has or you have, you have to complete one degree, whatever the degree, whatever the course you are doing. So similarly, any organization you take, they have a principle. So why you are studying these principles? Because in organization structure in business, this principle decides your how your structure is complex or simple or big or large. So the enterprise, the organization, the company you have, there will be some structure in that company and that structure has some principles. So if you are forming a new company, what you need to see. So you need to understand this principle. Principles of specialization. What is that mean? The organization should set up in such a way that every individual should be assigned a duty according to his skills and qualifications. ଯାହାର ଯେଉଁ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଯିଏ ଯେଉଁ କାମ କରିବ ତାକୁ ସେଇଭଳିଆ କାମ ତମେ ଦଉଛ. You cannot ask a fish to climb a tree, or you cannot or fly, or you cannot ask a bird to swim in the water. So that means ଯାହାର ଯେଉଁ ସ୍କିଲ୍ ଅଛି, ଯିଏ କାମ କରିପାରିବ ମେସିନରେ ତାକୁ କାମ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଦଉଛ, ଯିଏ କାଗଜ କଲମରେ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟସ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିବ ତାକୁ ଆକାଉଣ୍ଟସ ମେଣ୍ଟେନ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଦଉଛ, ଯିଏ ଲିଡରସିପ କରିପାରିବ, ଭାଷଣ ମାରିପାରିବ ତାକୁ ଭାଷଣ କରିବା ପାଇଁ ଦଉଛ. ପ୍ରିନ୍ସିପଲ୍ସ ଅଫ ସ୍ପେଶାଲାଇଜେସନ. ଯିଏ ଯେଉଁ କାମରେ ଦକ୍ଷ ତାକୁ ସେଇ କାମ ଦଉଛ. You are giving the work, you are dividing the work based on their skills and qualification. Principle of coordination. So, how department wise each person can help and coordinate each other. Maybe cross department or cross people. Principles of authority, responsibility. The authority flows downward in the line. So we studied the same thing in the line organization. How the authority coming from top to bottom and the responsibility is going from bottom to top. So who is responsible for whom? So that is the principles of authority and responsibility. Principle of balance, the principle means that assignment work should be such that every person should be given only that much work which he can perform well. ତମେ କୌଣସି ଲୋକକୁ ଅଧିକ କାମ ଦେବ, ଯିଏ ଯେତିକି କାମ କରିପାରିବ. ସପୋଜ ଗୋଟେ ଲୋକକୁ ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ଦିନର କାମ ଦେବ ଆଜି କରିବା ପାଇଁ, ତମେ ଯଦି 5 ଦିନର କାମ ଦେବ, 4 ଦିନର କାମ ଦେବ, ସେ କରିପାରିବନି. Then you have to balance whatever the work a person can do in the same day. That is the principle of balance. Principle of continuity. going person. Everything is continue. You cannot think that ଆଜି ଅଛି କାଲି କମ୍ପାନୀ ବନ୍ଦ ହେଇଯିବ ମୁଁ ଚାଲିଗଲେ କଣ ହବ ମୁଁ କମ୍ପାନୀ ଛାଡ଼ିଦେଲେ କଣ ହବ it is not dependent on the people or people performance. The company is dependent on the work, the role. If one person is transferring to other company, then another person is coming and doing the same work. So we have to follow that principle. Principle of continuity means going person. Nothing is died after one person is leaving, one person is devised. So it is dependent on the work. That is the principle of continuity. The next slide, there are some other principles. Principle of uniformity. The organization should provide for the distribution of work in such manner that the uniformity is maintained. That means you are distributing the work uniformly. You cannot give more work to one person, less work to another person because you like the person very well. You like this person, ତମେ ଗୋଟେ ପିଲାକୁ ଭଲ ପାଉଛ ବୋଲି ତାକୁ କମ କାମ ଦବ ଯାହାକୁ ଭଲ ପାଉନ ଯାହା ଉପରେ ରାଗ ଅଛି ତାକୁ ବେଶୀ କାମ ଦବ so that is not going to work. You have to follow the principles of uniformity. Everyone should treated equally. Principles of unity of command. A person should be answerable to one boss only. Unit of command ଆମେ ପଢିଥିଲେ unit of command ମାନେ ତମର ଯୋଉ instruction ଆସୁଛି ତମେ ଜଣ କଥା ଶୁଣୁଛ ତମକୁ ଯଦି ଚାରିଟା ଲୋକ ତମକୁ ମ୍ୟାନେଜ କରିବେ ଆଜି ଇଏ କହିଲା ଏଇଟା କର କାଲି ସିଏ କହିଲା ସେଟା କର ତେଣୁ you are confused. You cannot listen to others. But if one person is controlling you, one person is giving all the instruction, then it will be easy for you. That is principles of unity of command. A person should be answerable to one boss only. Principle of exception ମାନେ କଣ ତମକୁ ଗୋଟେ ଏକ୍ସାମ୍ପଲ ଦେଇଥିଲି ସପୋଜ କିଛିଟା କେସରେ you cannot follow the rule. Some exception, the principle says that the top management should interfere only when something goes wrong. Suppose ଗୋଟେ problem ହେଲା କିଛି ଗୋଟେ exceptional case ହେଲା for example ତମେ ଯୋଉ କହୁଛ unit of command or uniformity there is some problems there is one person who cannot work normally maybe that person is sick or not well so you have to understand that you have to give the less work. That is the principle of exception. So you have to handle the exceptional case. This principle states that the top management should interfere only when something goes wrong. Suppose କିଛିଟା କେସରେ ତମକୁ ଅଲଗା ଆଡ୍ରେସ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ ଅଲଗା ଦେଖିବାକୁ ପଡିବ then the top management you have to bring the same issues to the top management notice and make sure you are handling that. So that is one principle how we are handling the exceptional case. Principle of simplicity. If you want to make the structure simple or complex, the organization should be achieved. The organization structure should be simple. So it depends on the so many factors. In the before slide, I was telling it depends on the technology, it depends on the strategy, it depends on the environment, how you are Your organizational structure is simple or complex. So that is the principle of simplicity. The organizational structure should be simple. Mm. You cannot make it very complex because if you make it complex, it is first thing is understanding the structure will be difficult. Work assignment will be difficult. So your objective, your principles, your main aim to make it simple, make it straightforward, so that everyone can understand it easily. Principle of efficiency. The organization should be able to achieve objectives and minimum cost. So that means what is the efficiency? Efficiency means wherever you are saving the resources, it could be cost, it could be manpower, it could be raw material. So whatever you are saving in terms of cost. Suppose you are saving the manpower. The cost of the manpower, you know. So you are saving the cost. That is the efficiency. The organization should be able to achieve the efficiency by keeping some objective where the cost will be saved. So if the cost will save, if the same thing will happen in the less cost, then the profit will increase. If the profit will increase, there will be more profitability. That means the company will grow. So the structure will, so you have to think and analyze how you can save the cost. So which will be the principle of efficiency and the entire structure, entire organization, employee base will be efficient. Principle of span of control. So here we studied what is span of control, the size, the number of subordinates one person can have. Suppose you are managing 100 people, whereas you can manage only 30, 40 people. So this span of control is more in your case. So where you can manage only 30, 40 people, but you have 100 people. That means you need another two managers, two supervisors to manage 100 people. You can keep only whatever you can manage and remaining you can keep in other structure. So this design of structure is dependent on this principle of efficiency, principle of exception, principle of uniformity. So once you remember, you can write down and elaborate all this point. Objectives, principle of balance, continuity, specialization, coordination. So these are the different principles of organization where you can understand the structure and you can, if you design the structure, you have to see and understand all the principles, whatever you are seeing in the screen. We have seen the formal structure, informal structure, and organization, principles of organization. Next, we will study the cooperative organization. The next class we will study the cooperative organization. Another class it will complete. Government and cooperative system, responsibility and obligation of business management, and some case study. We'll understand that, then we'll complete this syllabus. I'll share this today, all these notes. Go through the principles. If you don't understand anything, let me know. We can talk more on that. Thank you.